What's going on, guys? It's Jeff, and we are back personally on my favorite Call of Duty of all time. We are here back on Black Ops 1, the original, the OG. We've already had the remasters, the remakes, the reuse of the name of Modern Warfare, but we have yet to get a full-blown remake of a Black Ops game. At the moment, we're on Black Ops 6, but Black Ops 7 is coming. It's only a matter of time until they just name another game just Black Ops and completely reboot that whole thing. Anyway, I'm continuing my series here where I go back onto these old Call of Duties, specifically over on Steam and just PC in general. These are the official servers, have a little bit of fun, but also to show that these games are at the very least dangerous. Activision seems to have plans of bringing old Call of Duties to their Game Pass and PC Pass, and I don't want people to go and get these over on PC, on the PC Game Pass, without knowing what's possible. All of these games, there is RCE exploit, can get hit offline. These games generally are not safe to play. I would recommend playing these over on console if you are going to play them. Why am I playing it? I'm an idiot. If you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, let me know down in the comment section and by leaving a like on this video. And also leave a comment which Call of Duty I should do next. I've already done about a handful of them so far. I mean, we have a new Call of Duty every single year, so we got plenty more to do. Now, one really unique thing about this Call of Duty is, for whatever reason, we have a server browser in this game, which, I mean, from my understanding, actually is not peer-to-peer. I assume maybe like the server host can still see it. With that said, though, I'm not gonna go and tell people that this stuff is safe. This has had a long time to have a whole bunch of different exploits and other things. So again, just because it does have a server browser and assumed dedicated servers, then generally that is considered safer, but I'm not gonna take chances. I can join this server, I think. Okay, the game closed instantly. What the fuck? What? Okay, so randomly it'll DC me from the server, but also whenever I try to connect to any of these games, it immediately kicks me out. No matter what server I do either. Like, let's do this one in Chicago. Oh no, this one loaded. What is this?
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Hardcore team deathmatch? Got him. This is a hardcore server. I couldn't get my controller to work either. Why does this game look so crispy right now? Yeah, I got the graphics maxed out, but this looks... I didn't even see that guy. What is this lobby? Okay, I'm gonna back out of this. Hold on. I'm not playing on Villa for my first game. Oh, wait a minute. People DC'd from this. Hold on. Downloaded. This did not pop up the last time I tried joining it. Wait, this server's in New Jersey too. Okay. I'm in. Wait, I can use the console command. FPS, com max FPS 360. I typed it in game chat. Fuck my shitty life. That's so embarrassing. I'm gonna leave out of embarrassment. Oh my god, I gotta go. Okay, I can't reconnect to that server ever again. I can't, it's too embarrassing, I can't. See this firing range one in Amsterdam. I think it was kicking me out of the servers because for some reason it didn't download like the game settings or some shit. Now I'm connecting fine. All right, and my FPS is good. All right, cool. Oh, this is smooth. Dosa aimbot. Who has an aimbot? Why did my teammate just blast my ass? I forgot that it's hardcore, so I thought I was getting hit markers. I'm like, dude, there's no reason to Cell 96 should be getting hit markers. Dude, I went to take my trash out today, and I thought I was in like a movie or some shit.
Time's almost up.
I step outside to go and take the trash cans down. When I'm walking, like, the sky is already, like, gray and cloudy one of those days. And then as I'm walking, I haven't, like, looked up into the sky, really. Like, I just know it's gray. As I was grabbing the garbage can and I start bringing it down, it's heavy, so I'm looking down, walking down the driveway so I don't get ran over by it.
Enemy flag acquired. Flag confirmed.
And a completely charred, like, leaf ended up landing in front of me and straight up, like, dissolved into... It broke into pieces when it hit the ground. It was probably one of the most cinematically beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I look up and all I see is a bunch of leaves and, like, soot falling down. My neighbor's also outside looking up. Apparently, something was on fire, kind of close, I assume. Yeah, that was not what I expected when I stepped outside. Literally, like, a full-blown apocalyptic looking... It was beautiful, but it was, like, apocalyptic looking. I hope everybody's safe, of course, but yeah, that was really cool. Anyway, this game came out in, what, 2010, I think? This is the Call of Duty I'm pretty positive that I have, like, the most amount of hours on for sure. The server browser experience, where you just sit there and spam refresh until there's a spot. There's no queue in here either for this. This Call of Duty, I have played such an absurd... It's just disgusting how much I played this game. This game was the first Call of Duty that really upped its game. Obviously, after, like, MW2 and everything. Like, dude, I remember being so excited for this game that me and my friend... It's so geeky now that I'm thinking about it. We were sitting in detention or like ISS or what, in school suspension. Basically like a punishment room with not many people in it. We didn't have anything to do. There's nothing you do in there. You just kind of sit there. And we just sat there and drew the cover art of the game. Really shitty drawing, but yeah. We sat there drawing Black Ops 1, knowing that when we get home, we are going to be playing this shit. Okay, my game crashed as soon as I joined the server I want to join. What is this mess? I'm fighting for my life trying to get the controller to work. It doesn't work. Gamepad thing ends up being completely grayed out. Couldn't do anything about it. I just accepted that. Then the game was launching in full screen mode, but the screen was completely blank. I could just hear it, but I couldn't see it. And the other games had that issue as well, but all I needed to do was like, you know, Alt-Enter, get it in the windowed mode, and then it would display. But on this game, whenever I pressed it, it didn't window itself. So then I went into the Steam launch settings and set it to windowed. Still didn't launch in windowed mode. Then I had to go over into the actual files and change it right there and turn full screen mode off. That's the only way it works. No regular ass person is gonna do that. They're just gonna like either deal with it or just not deal with it at all and play something else. Downloading game settings, servers full. Okay, how many times do I have to download the game settings and then still get kicked? Wait, what is tactical crouch? Are you telling me that, wait, this entire game mode is you're supposed to crouch only? Is that what's happening in this? Hold on, no, I gotta, hold on. Let me back in here. You can only crouch? Tactical crouch. I mean, what else? It just closed my game. Okay, I connected to the Nuketown server. That was kicking me out every time.
Get involved. 5 lanes ready for deployment.
Holy shit! Now, as much as I love this game definitely had its own balancing issues. So, for example, I mean, Ghost was very, very powerful. It's not all purpose, but it will always be effective in every single game mode. You really just couldn't go wrong with it. The thing is, other perks in the category were also very powerful, like EOD, for example. This was one of the few games where I had multiple classes set up, depending on what kind of game I was in. Like, if I was playing like an OBJ heavy thing, if everybody was throwing grenades and all this other shit, we're definitely going flak jacket. Lightweight was there, that was good, like search and destroy rushing and stuff. Tac mask was incredibly effective, unlike the recent tac masks and stuff that we've been getting, where it like reduces the effectiveness, but doesn't like get rid of the effectiveness. It's like a flash grenade never even hit you. You could take like multiple explosives, and if you were running EOD and tac mask, both pro, you're resistant to virtually anything in the game. If you wanted no bullshit, that's the class you put on, the no bullshit class. I ain't dealing with flashes, I ain't dealing with stuns, I ain't dealing with gas. It's also a pretty rare thing, especially for snipers, to really like Black Ops 1, but the main reason for that was that Black Ops 1 had a crazy sniping nerf. I felt betrayed, it hurt, but they ended up nerfing it so hard that it was pretty much like unplayable. It was completely useless. When you ADS, you can see this wobble. That's not me, that's not my hand, it's the game. The game has this like automatic wobble when you ADS in. It doesn't ADS center. But this was like a purposeful thing, and this is like the tuned down version of it. Before, it was crazy. Almost like you didn't have your breath when you initially aimed in. And on top of that though, if you found like a good way to actually stop, even if you found a way to try to counteract it, like you basically aimed against it, you counter aim, the bullet still would not go straight until it was completely settled. So it was as if you were no-scoping for like the first second and a half or so of you ADSing. It was to weaken quick-scoping, which ironically made this more fun. There was still aim assist and stuff like that, but you were fighting against, you know, the weird delay and the weird like sway in the beginning and everything. That's another thing. Your first perk would determine what your character is wearing. So like if you're wearing EOD, I can see that you have EOD on. If you have Ghost on, I can see that you have Ghost on. Crouch server. Please don't kick me back out. I've been in the server before, have I not? You connected, you're connecting me, and you're gonna close. I don't get it! I mean, as you can see, the gameplay itself is, it's there. It's beautiful, it's crispy. Nice seeing the game and like all these, you know, nice looking graphics and all that shit. Again, there are private servers that are out there that you could play for sure. I dealt with the weird settings with the blank screen and then finally fixed that. I managed to get through by editing some files. The controller doesn't work. The servers will connect sometimes. Then there's still like security risk in general. Now, given, it is nice that there is a server browser, I will say. It's actually crazy that like the following games aren't doing this. It's just kind of difficult to play, not really worth it. Hopefully Activision and everybody else can get some kind of a hold on these. If they plan on bringing them all to the Game Pass and the PC Game Pass in particular, then these things need to be fixed.